My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Christmas Bloody Christmas. And I knew very little about this movie besides the fact that it's an evil robot Santa killing people, and I thought that sounded awesome. So I gave this movie a try, and I think it's a pretty decent time. Nothing great, it's not a new classic, but I enjoyed it. Let's begin talking about the performances because this is where the movie surprised me most. Wiley Dandy is absolutely fantastic in this movie. Like, she brings this character to life so flawlessly, and she has plenty of charisma and personality, and I was left really impressed. And then you've got Sam Delick, who I also thought gave a great performance. I know people just like him, and he nailed every beat of it. And I thought the romance was surprisingly strong. Like, I really bought into the chemistry these two characters had. You know, these aren't people I would hang around with, but they were still very likable while watching them in this movie. And I was kind of surprised at how much of this movie is just these two characters walking and talking. Like, it is a hangout movie for the first half, and I was engaged the entire time. I was never bored because I liked these characters. I liked the conversations they were having, and I liked hearing someone else defend Book of Shadows. It doesn't happen often in movies. But then we get to the second half where all the killing starts happening, and this is kind of where the movie lost me. Like, it's still decent enough, but I don't know, I got some issues. It's tense enough, but I wanted more. I wanted a better escalation of the villain. You know, by the end of the movie, he starts falling apart a bit more, and I wanted that throughout the entire last section instead of the final 10 minutes. I feel like that would have made it more satisfying. And on top of that, yes, this movie's brutal, but the kills lack any bit of creativity. They're very just axe, 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 and that's pretty much it. I also don't want to give anything away, but I do think this movie made a big mistake at the halfway point. And I was waiting to see what the movie would do with that decision, and I just feel like they butchered it. They made a really bad mistake. And definitely by the end, I'm like, okay, this movie is overstaying its welcome. It is going on for far too long. Tighten it up by 15-20 minutes would have been perfect. But yeah, now that said, I do want to highlight the direction by Joel Biggles because I thought he did a great job. This movie has a very distinct look to it. I don't know if I can think of a movie that relies on lighting quite like this one, but I really appreciate how he kind of created a grungy atmosphere and a Christmas atmosphere, and the two actually go well together. And I was really impressed with just how well this movie looks and the atmosphere of it. It felt very much like its own thing entirely. So yeah, my other issue I'll bring up is the entire inciting incident is just lacking. Like, this Santa doesn't have a reason why he turns evil. He just malfunctions, and now he's going after these people. Why? No explanations given, and I wish they put a bit more thought into it. I also wish the villain felt like a robot more. Like, it felt like this tall guy in a Santa costume. I feel like he could have felt like a Santa robot more. But look, this movie's not perfect. I've got issues. They make decisions I didn't like. I think the slasher element was a bit underwhelming. I think it goes on for a bit too long. But there are two great performances here. Wiley Dandy and Sam Delick. I really cared for these characters. It's well directed. It's tense and fun enough, so I'll give Christmas Bloody Christmas a 6 out of 10. Okay, what are your thoughts on Christmas Bloody Christmas? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.